Alright, second job. Gaming Sebastian here with some SevTech Ages. We're on H3, doing some immersive engineering again tonight. Gonna check the sounds real quick. Okay, good. It's all there. Ninethol should be in pretty soon. We're going to start out with our prayer, as usual. Lord, we give you thanks for this platform. Give you thanks for being able to come together and spend time with one another. I pray that you bless everybody who comes in here. Give them your word, give them your spirit, give them an encounter with your son. In Jesus' name, amen. So we have got some power stuff. I'm thinking that we've got some things to build stills. I don't want to walk around here without my Faraday suit on because I am so tired of getting shocked. There we go. And my Faraday suit is all kinds of beat up. Gotta remember not to go fighting with these things. So we got some of this. We got some Packers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I got a Packer here somewhere. Yo! Hey man, how's it going? It's good to see you. Should be able to pack all that into redstone cubes. Woohoo! We did get some of this built, so we got 35 blocks of coal coke. Got a whole ton of them over there. Yeah, we're going to work on that too. So, take those, put them over here into this one, smoke all that stuff, make some more steel. As we can see, what the? There's my compost bin. Ha! What is all this stuff doing here? It does not at all belong there. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I've had a good week overall. You know, there were some up and downs, but mostly ups. I like the ups. Of course, getting onto the game where it's raining every night, kind of a downer, but you know, you tend to live with it because you can't have a rainbow without the rain, so that's a fun thing to keep in mind with. Have you seen pretty much everything that we've done for the last, I don't know, month or so that we've been building here? I can give you a quick tour. Show you what all we've done. First thing, we got flight now. For one thing. So, we got ourselves attuned. We have a healing shrine. We got a tank right there for Starlight. We moved all of the pins and everything over. All the growth and all the farm stuff. We built a oil well last night and a pump thingy for it. Slowly turn around. We upgraded the stables, got a bunch of immersive engineering things. Some of them we can't use yet. So let me go ahead and land real quick and I'll show you. Yeah, the auto furnace is a really cool thing. They showed me how to do that years ago, and it's just one of those easy builds that you stick with. So simple. So we put a bunch of passive energy producers in here last night. Right here. So a bunch of thermal electric generators. We got one more we can do over there. But we are kind of building that thing up. And kind of trying to get power set up. I know 9 is going to want to use the solar tower, but we're going to need a lot of water, so we've discovered, or determined, not discovered, that we will build it right over there. If you look at the map, We'll put it right around here in this little bay because it's actually a river biome. Whee, see? River. So if we stick it right in the middle, right here, it'll always pump water out. And that will be Ninethal's job to help me build it. Get that steam generator thing working. We're pretty sure that if we use a liquid hopper, we can use it as a pump to pull the water up out of the river. So hopefully we're going to have that energy thing, and then we'll just put some poles across the way, up and around, and then connect it to that, and it'll connect everywhere else. In the meantime, we're also going to look at building an entire line of HV capacitors to just, wire up our system instead of using the following setup. And sorry for the back and forth. Hold on, patience. Instead of using the wire from capacitor to capacitor to capacitor down over there, you could just barely see it. So it's basically just be a whole line of capacitors, a whole line of capacitors, a whole line of capacitors, all the way down, all the way up. And that way we can store 4 million RF per capacitor. Nine's got a great idea, and I'm thinking it's going to take about 50 blocks of lead plus whatever else. So we look at the HB capacitor. Redstone's not going to be a problem. Treated wood's not going to be a problem. The aluminum, probably not a problem. Steel, yeah, that might be an issue eventually, but not right now. Oh, don't go out there with this on. Goof. Okay, take that off. Put your suit back on. And also, I have been working on the Steve's cart, which I'm not sure if you have followed Steve carts or do anything with them. But this is a farmer cart. He runs around the track, and I'll just show you. He runs around the track, and he harvests all the carrots. And now that I've figured out it takes five of these per time around to finish it all off. Yeah, I haven't got to the flux capacitors yet because I think that will be in mechanism. And mechanism isn't opened yet. All in due time, my friend, all in due time. And I do have a lot of building to do, but I won't be doing any this Saturday because I've got that stick. Oh, there's that thing. We've not gone this way. We didn't even go this way last night. I got my staycay tomorrow, so I won't be on to do nothings. Found my compost bin that I made an extra compost bin for. What is it? 24 biomass is all that you can put in there. So, have you noticed that, Nine?
What?
That the compost will only hold 24 biomass. It won't hold any more.
I thought it held quite a bit more.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it just did that. Yeah, if the DeLorean is something that we can make, you know darn well I'm going to try to make it. Because that's too cool of an idea. See, so he's going to run out of fuel right about now and just stop. And then basically I just wait for him to, wait for the crops to grow, and then I come back, put 5 more coal in on him, and go. It's a pretty good way to save up on the charcoal. So let's go cook these carrots, and I'll probably trade out the harvest for something a little more necessary. Serdan basically said that age 2 was all about exploration, and age 3 is all about not leaving your base other than to get iron. And he's pretty much right, because we've not really left the base much because we've been building all this stuff. I think we should build a whole mess of engineering blocks, because we're going to need a ton of them. Okay, don't go in there without your Faraday suit on. That is not a good thing to do. And it looks like there's no armor here, but there really is, because my armor is invisible, because I'll show you. See, no armor. It's just that right there. Hello. So that's why it doesn't look like there's anything on there, but there is. Oh yeah. So I wanted to do this. I wanted to spend a bunch of this energy and get a bunch of this oil out of here, because we got this big old tank that we're trying to fill up. And the way you see what's in it is to hold a bucket to it. 79 buckets of oil in there. Okay. 80 buckets of oil. What is wrong with the pipe up there? There's a gap between our pipe that's just graphical. It's not actually literal. So I'm going to run it all down until we got nothing left. And then we'll turn it off. And then we'll see how much oil we had left. So, needless to say, go around this way. And this is the last capacitor right here. When this one dries up, you're completely done. So, capacitors all the way from here, all the way to the one over by the water well, which is the first one. And when he runs out of power, I go turn the pump off. And we are done. And it's probably spending more because we're actually using the blast furnace to make steel right now. So it's probably not an exactly good thing. And of course, we got the weirding widget to let everything go while we're not here. For 3 hours, anyway. It holds it for 3 hours. Which I think is pretty cool. Better than the chicken chunks, because it actually, we'll just hold on to that thing forever. Okay. So let's go over here. Do you want to start the solar tower tonight? I think you do.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yep. I definitely think so. So,
the solar tower I know of is the mechanism one.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember that name the other day, so I'm glad you finally said it.
I sent a fake company-like text to my wife today, telling her about the trip for tomorrow. It was like Trip Hubby has gotten permission from your husband to contact you about the trip tomorrow. If you want to know more, reply with "I can't wait." And boy, does she type "I can't wait." Yes, they're a pretty fun idea. Okay, so let's take a look here at the Immersive Tech solar tower. Solar tower is a multi-block structure that uses the light of the sun. Okay, we need silver, but we got that, right?
We've got some. I don't know how much.
Well, we just need a couple blocks. That's it. That's all we needed.
I mean, I saw the complexity of that object from your book.
So yeah. If we used distilled water, it would make more steam, but not really that much more steam. It's just like a quarter bucket of steam extra.
And how would you make the distilled?
Through the distillery, I guess. Or the boiler. Is the boiler then?
Would take more power.
Yeah, the boiler. 1 bucket of water produces 500 millibuckets. And one of... No? What does that do? Oh, distilled water does... I don't know. Distiller... Yeah. Distiller's multi-block machine that turns water in distilled water and salt. Structure built above. Water can be input. Distiller via hatches at the left and marked with blue dots. The hatch with the orange dot on the right serves as fluid output and gives you the distilled water. And the other hatch serves as the item output, which gives you the salt. So a distiller, scaffolding, fluid pipe, redstone engineering block. Yeah, that's not going to be too hard to build. That's not bad at all. We could put it on a little raft in the middle of the water. Let's do that. Let's go find out there and let's actually make a platform tonight. Just a little platform to build the things. Nighttime. I think that would be a pretty cool idea. Get some sturdy blocks to. Oop. I'm gonna turn the pump off though. I think we're good there for now. Let the power build up a little bit. Ouch! Madre de Dios. Okay. Gotta watch out for that. That's a low hanging wire. Ow.
Which, if it was higher up, became more of a stark angle.
Yeah. Well, like you said, we can move all that stuff. We have not. Besides, it helps me get my nutrition back up. Grain tonight. Is there any way we can actually cook this rice into something? Nope, it's just worthless seeds.
You could eat it directly.
I know. But have you ever eaten uncooked rice?
Occasionally. But
yeah, you thought it was cooked. You were wrong. Sorry. Wrong
okay,
key.
so I just put 35 biomass in my composter over here.
Huh. Because it only took 24 for me the other day. I mean, it would not take any more because I had some left over.
Then it had something in it. I don't know if it was empty.
Yeah, no, I didn't know you could put biomass in on top of fertilizer.
I don't think you can. I thought you had to take that out before. But I don't know why you wouldn't have been able to put more in.
Yes, Scorpion said, uncooked rice? Time to get sick. With a cool face.
All right.
Don't walk this way. You will get zapped. Mm-hmm. It's midnight, so we're doing that. Actually, I do have something to take care of real quick. Pew! Really? Gotta lead them. If you don't lead them, you'll never hit them. Oh, and we managed to get Journey Map before age 4, and we got 100 prestige points. Whatever those do. I spent a lot of time in the Twilight Forest and Between Lands getting that stuff together. So, yay go me. There we go. Cool. Have fun, man. I'll see you later. Thanks for the fun wish. Oh, we're going to have a great time. I already know that. Hello, Mr. Zombert. Well, the gold armored Zomberts go down fast. Why don't I have my arrows on my hot bar? I am now accustomed to the weight of the nightly arrow. Yay. Kind of looks like a creeper face. It is pretty nice to just be able to pot shot these guys. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. Sorry, I had to concentrate while I was pot shotting these guys. It's a Cassiterite sample. It's just 10. We have 10 of it. So let's clear this up. Daytime will show up and we can get started on it. Yep. Wonder where everyone is tonight. Last few nights we've had a lot more people on than this.
Not sure.
Well, I never did give the warning, and I don't see that he's around, so I don't really want to bug him about it. How do you want to build the base, the structure that will hold up the solar tower? What kind of material you want to use on it? The stone bricks or something else?
Doesn't matter. I mean, whatever you think will work. We'd have to have something that's able to pump water out.
Yeah, I believe a liquid hopper will do that.
It's not doing it out of just water.
Hmm.
Unless it has to be submerged in the water.
Yeah, I don't know. But we can definitely take one with us and try it.
I'm trying it.
Oh, you're already over there?
I'm where I'm going. I'm not sure.
Well, I figure you were going where I was told you were going. And where I've been telling everyone else you're going is right there next to the arena. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, I guess we're going to have to make another pump because that one looks like it exploded on me. How do you pick those things up?
With a pick?
Well, apparently my pick doesn't like it because...
Well, that's no bueno. What's going on? Why am I not being able to move so fast? You might want to get a totem over here for water breathing while we put this together.
Well, we really won't need a lot of underwater stuff that we can't just touch the bottom for.
Yeah. I don't know how
I can fly.
You sure you want to check your inventory again? Because it might be there, but it's just invisible to you. And
all the spaces that are empty have nothing.
I don't know. Well, I picked up another one. I'm on my way back.
Well, it is yours to pick up and put down because I don't know why it broke, but it made some sort of weird hissing noise and disappeared.
Do you have a barrel I can hook it to?
Yeah.
You want to stick it all up here?
So you're gonna replay my experiment?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't think it can go there. I think it needs to come down on the water level.
So you're going to put it under the water?
No,
which
stick
is
it.
what I was about to.
Stick it right here, right on the side of the.
No, I'm talking about what you're going to do with the pump.
Yeah. And now let me get my tool out and I'll take care of that way. Sorry, I didn't come very prepared. Here you are. Yeah, it ain't doing nothing.
Uh-uh. I was gonna break it and see if it needed to go under water to see if there was water around it, but it's like we
Still nothing. So maybe we'll
so
need to make a pump.
yeah, it seems to pull from an inventory of some sort. There is a screw pump, but I don't know what it does.
Screw pump lifts water up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it can lift water up to a barrel and then get pulled out from said barrel, then
Yeah.
that would make sense.
Shouldn't be too hard to build an Archimedes screw. Just bronze rods, copper rods. Yeah, copper rods. Okay, I'll get building on that. Here, I made these for you. There they are. I figure you can use 32 blocks on each one of them to make a stand up out of the water. Should be able to do that. Meaning 4 legs of 32 each.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it'll take you 32 to get that far in there. So, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's go put this back. It's right there. Turn it back around. There we go. And put you up there. Get some copper ingots. I'm going to need 6 of them. 6. And 2 glue. Those guys shifting in a grate, which is... Okay. Got it.
Oh.
So need some molding and some more molding. And we'll be good to go. There's 2 in your olive wood, so let's throw you in here now. Can't hear you run, that's fine with me. 2, 3, there we go. And the thing is molding, so we need 4 moldings. And that will do that one. Go. And we can take care of this. Oh, we need jungle wood molding. We need actual jungle wood. Seriously.
Didn't you get a junglewood sapling
Yeah,
somewhere?
somewhere. Let me run over there and find it, grow it, chop it down. Yeah, it's probably in my... Yeah, it's probably in this backpack of stuff. Oh, I gotta go looking through all this stuff again. Oof. I really need to spend some time cleaning this place up. Getting all this stuff out and... Like, you do this every few episodes. Yeah, I know. Not trying to. Nope. Got some efficiency. Knockback. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in that one. Nope. Nope. Is that all of these right here? Yep. Just checking, just checking, just checking. Nope, already got that one. Give me. Alright, so back up to birch. Oh, that's not the right one. So it had a sapling in it, but it's the wrong kind of sapling. Seriously. It's probably why we didn't build a pump jack earlier, is because we didn't have the jungle tree. Wow. Got so many different places disorganized over everything. Do. Let's try this one now. Okay. This one, I mean. Nope. Okay. Probably going to be along one of these lines. Man, I need to separate those. Getting closer. Okay. Oh, nope. Wait. Did I see it? I didn't. Oh, I could do this right here. Ah ha ha ha. Look at that. Sitting right there. Whew. Thank you, Lord, for showing me that one. I just picked a oak storage crate just out of random, and it was it. Not me, but it was by the Lord's hand. How is this tree not chopped down yet? Or not grown up to get chopped down yet? Oh, wow. Actually took that whole... Nope, it missed one. I do love reach. Remember in the early episodes where I had to use scaffolds to get up to the top of those trees? And now I've just used my mental powers to do all the work for it. So let's take a looky here. And here. Go grab some. It's about to be nighttime. You want me to sleep?
Doesn't really matter to me.
Okay. You won't be able to handle it.
No, I can't see that it's dark until the zombies show up.
I think that'll be more than enough fertilizer to get this job done. Oh, yes. Doing, doing, doing. Oh. Nope, this up here. There you are. We will now be able to build a pump jack screw. Gimme, there you go. Don't be stingy with the saplings, bro. Huh. I just need small trees. I don't need huge giant ones. I'll take it though. You think 4 saplings of those would be better than 1 sapling of these? I think so. If I can get 4 saplings, we'll be good to go. There's 1. There's 2, 3. That's 4. Doop, 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 doop.
As far as making other saplings,
Oh, look at that. That's a big old tree. I'm hoping I get more than 4. Yes, grape seeds. I don't want grape seeds. I wanted the coconut or cocoa seeds.
coconut.
Cocoa seeds. Got 1, 2, 3. Nope. I did not get a return on that one. I only got 3. So, probably not a good way to go. Let's go find a cube for these guys. Oh, right there. Boom. And boom. There. So we'll get that taken care of. So we're going to build this screw jack to pump some water up out of the river, and it should reflow itself. We could do a well, that well thingy that we looked at earlier.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Could do that too. I think we'll just brainstorm a whole bunch of different ways of doing this. There's some planks. Wow. That gave me a lot of planks. 1 log gave me 6 planks. Give me 6. Pretty good way to go. Okay, so drop that. Take him in there. Pop him down. Up there. Pop him back down in there. Get him in there again. And 2, 3, 4. And screw. Huh. Nope, nope. This one. Oh, but now you say you can be any of them. Boo. Alright, so doesn't look like I needed to be jungle at all, after all.
Well,
Oh, it's been a long week, I guess.
now we just have jungle, so we're good.
Yeah, right? Oh, ouch. So this to this molding. I've got those. I've got 4 of them, dude. Birch, jungle. Yeah, it can be. Gimme them. Sheesh. Alright, so copper rods, 2 glue, 1 gear. That's easy. We got that already ready to go. Come over here. Grab 2 glue. Doop, doop. Can't do that way. Fine. Go grab the gear. Then we'll get the rods. I think there's gears over here anyway. If not, we'll just make them. Not in there. There's something right there. Gear. And I had some molding in there too. Boo! Alright, so that part's done. Let's go ahead and make the rods now. Yeah, we should have those. We do. Good. And come over here, see which one of these guys has got the rod. Not that, this wire. That's a packer. There we go. I don't think I need this. I just need 3, not 6, because it does 2 rods per copper ingot. And done. Come over here, throw it all together. All right, 1 screw pump for you. We'll see how that looks now. Yeah, hoo-hoo. Oh, nice. Look at you, Mr. Designer.
It's just
Really?
it's coming together.
Frostburn ice and nether bricks, huh? Nice. All right, so which side can I put this out? I'll put over here just to test it. Hello, mister. Get.
Must have followed you home, huh?
Give me a
My mama
sword,
says
too.
I can't have any zombies.
Huh.
No matter how many follow me home.
My mom tells me not to play with zombies.
Well, took all the fun out of it.
Yeah, and then she became one. No, I'm just kidding. So...
Doing? Oh, testing?
Yeah, I don't know how to use this thing. Huh. Shift click with both hands. It picks it up. There we go.
Can you go down? There you go.
No, it turns it around. Doesn't do anything. Alright, so let me hop on my phone and see what takes it. Oh, there's a bunch of creepers up here.
Oh, man. Here, I'll throw shurikens in that general direction.
Ow, 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 ow. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch it. You almost got me. I was dodging like a fool. Okay. We'll stand over here real quick. Be right back. Alright, so take that right there. What the?
It would, to me, it would seem to go with like a... the water system that they had us use early
Yeah.
on. Aquifer? No. But don't know.
Yeah, I guess that will work. So let me go here. Let me look at this. Screwdriver. There was something on how to do it earlier. Oh, it's got to have mechanical power. Man.
What's that?
Boo. Hmm?
What's that?
That's the water wheel from the other water wheels, you know?
Does
With
it
the
have to
gear.
actually have
With
running
the
water
gear.
for that?
Huh?
Does it have to have running water for that?
Yeah, of course. With the gearbox and everything.
I
Which
mean, I
we've
guess
got.
we could put one up here on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we basically make an artificial flowing water
Yeah,
because
and
this stuff doesn't flow.
we might be able to. Well, it's mechanical power. It specifically says mechanical power. And we got 2 wood gearboxes over here, so got that taken care of. We don't have any axles, though. A steel axle. Why would I ever use a steel axle? So 2 moldings. And some of those other things, which is rope. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if they don't have a durability that they sort of destroy themselves, then yeah, I couldn't see.
It doesn't make any sense to do it that way, yeah.
Yeah, why you would do it.
Alright. So now then, water wheel. Copper gear, which is no problem. So slime balls. Ugh.
Well, you got plenty of slime balls. You're growing them.
I'm growing them? Oh, rice.
No,
You know how long that takes to make
nope,
rice slime balls in this one?
nope, nope.
It takes a while.
No.
It's not just, put that's together, that together, and you got to put them all in the pot and then stir it and then stir it and then stir it and then you can do it and then you can stir it and stir it and stir it and you're only making like 2 at a time.
If you come over here to your festering pile of weeds around this lava over here,
Yeah.
and you look at that seed you get from it,
Yeah.
if you have some of those seeds, then just take a look at one.
Okay. It's kind of funny that I look like a reaper going into these things.
Oh.
Die!
Okay, so grab one of those seeds and look at what it can be used for.
One of these seeds?
Yeah.
I'm just playing, I know. Gotta get rid of all these resin fibers. Sorry, the sinuous fibers are pointless. Okay, so wow, 9 of them makes a slime ball. Cool.
Well, makes a slime block.
Yeah,
But
and that's
a lot of them are used as just slime balls directly if you cook them.
Yeah, well, we got a whole bunch of them cooked over there.
But you
Woo, don't
could,
eat them.
but you could, you know, make the 9 and it would make the little green slime balls just like everything else.
Yep.
If you specifically need that, then you're growing slime balls.
All right, that's a good catch there.
I've always been good at baseball.
Right. Well, that'll make it easier. I mean, we had plenty of slime balls already. We had 47 of them. We only needed 8.
Stuff goes quick.
Yeah, but we just put in a whole stack right here, so just got 17 more, so, or 9 more. 9 more. Now I need 32 slabs.
Now look at the
slabs.
Bruce storage crate in a while.
Huh. So it's 3, 3. Oh, 32 of these guys. Shall make 30. Oh, duh. Thanks, man. Yeah, that might help. I wasn't looking at that screen. Thanks, man. There you go. Now you can see us. And a copper gear. I'll put that back. It's good to see you. How you been? My SAR just showed up.
Oh, hey kid. In a bit.
That's bronze gear. We need a copper gear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a bronze, copper. Yeah, okay, copper gear. So we're gonna need to put those in her. Put the gear. I don't think I have a gear plate over there. So we're building basically a foundation for a solar tower in the river right now, and I'm building the stuff to make a screw jack over there, screw pump, in order to get the water up out of it to fill up the other stuff.
So can you use that basically the oil jack as just a water transition?
No, but you could, yeah, if it had water in the thingy. Yeah, Archimedes screw. Yeah, they call it. Well, the Archimedes screw right here goes into the screw pump right here, and we've got that guy already. It's already out there, but we have to build the water wheel in order to get this thing started over there with the power to turn the thing on. So we are slowly and definitely getting it all put together now. And I'll show you what it looks like over here real quick. Oh, or not real quick. No, you down here. I'm going to eat some more of this. That cooked buffalo, that is some good food, man. It's like 7 shanks worth of saturation. So here's the platform that we're going to make. It's got the boundaries all down to the bottom. I'm not really sure where you're probably needing to pull that up that way. So you're probably going to need to be built into the water itself. So let's take you as a block, put you down here. Take you, just going to grab you and put you there. And then we're going to chop you down.
Oof. Wait for my eyes to come back everywhere.
Right. SevTech Ages. It's probably either the first or the second most popular mod pack out there. The other one, RL Craft, would probably be in the close running for it. Looks like this thing has got a connector on the bottom of it. So if I put the wheel, wrong side. I'm not doing jumping over the wrong side. I put the wheel, let's put it over here. Curse Forge. Yeah, so Curse Forge. And then I've got it on multi-MC. So, yeah, Overwolf or whatever it's called now is what you would use. Man, I just cannot get the setup here. Really? Needs a 5x5 area to which to work. I don't need 12 of you. Just need one. I'm gonna take care of these. Heh. Yeah, not like that though. I don't think that's gonna work. So 5x5, huh? So let's pick you up. And there, and here. Actually, no. Sorry. I take you, change you out with you. There you go. No. Golly. Oh, I'm so dumb. It's been a long week. Where did the other guy go? Don't tell me I lost the gearbox. Yeah, these things are... Oh, there it is. Put this one here. Okay. Now it's got water on it. Or should have water in it. Turn you, turn you, turn you. There we go. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Where did you go, man?
Nether?
For more ice? Or more
No.
brick?
For more of the brick.
Hmm.
I'd burnt or I'd already made all of the icy netherrack into the brick.
I'm gonna build just a quick contraption around this thing to corner off the water so it doesn't flow everywhere. So it's gonna look ugly, but I need to see how it works first.
Water flowing everywhere.
Yeah, because we need a water wheel, and you can't stick the water wheel in the water. It needs a 5x5 area with which to work. So I have to build a water thingy above it. Kind of dumb, but
just put it on the platform.
I will eventually. I just want to see how it works outside of the platform. And then once I figure out how it really works, we'll put it in its right place. Alright, Enderman. Come on. I need your ender dust. Haha. Man. So man, I'm not with it tonight. I really need to create a flight for this. This is killing me. Having to make a staircase to get to the top of this thing because I'm hitting the wrong keys. Now, I can actually pull it down a step. Maybe I can get some water in here now. Turn, you gotta turn. Yeah, because it requires mechanical power, which is the better with add-ons. Because it's actually that kind of block. So the fun thing is it does that. And now I gotta go build more axles to put it down into the water so it can pump water. Yay fun. But it's not that it's hard to build, it's just that it's time consuming. No big deal. It's all fun. It's cool to watch it and set it up and actually learn a new system. Maybe try to figure out how to make it better. That's all what Minecraft is. Just work it, work it, work it. So don't complain. Just get with the program and move on. Let's see. We were building axles. Axles are built out here with rope and moldings. I don't think I'll need an extra gearbox. I think I'm good with that one. I might have to build an extra gearbox though. We'll just have to wait and see. Rope. Let's just get all this rope here. 6 moldings. We have 6 moldings. Don't think I can separate the moldings, but we'll see. Actually, I had rope in there too. A whole bunch of rope. Let's see if we can do this. I hope it does let us. Yes! Thank you. I like that it lets us do that. So let's put these here. Yoop. Okay. Leave that like that. And a gearbox. Should not be that hard to build. Just bronze plates. That's the problem, is the bronze plates. That's just not really a problem. Because it looks like the screw pump has to come up from the bottom. It has to be, basically done from the bottom, but maybe not. So we'll see here in a second.
Well, you would think that the water would have to feed in from the side. So
something, yeah.
It would most likely have to be underwater so that it could be pulled up. At least 1 block under.
You guys gonna come down here too? Yeah, I'm not risking these guys. Huh. They're gonna walk around and blow my stuffs up. Okay, so we can do this. No! I really need creative flight for this. I aimed it wrong. And now then. Okay, got the other gearbox on the bottom there. I need to pull it out. Get myself a lever out of here. Sheesh. This one. Come down. Yeah, I need to build another gearbox. Yeah, I don't have enough. Climb, man, climb. Alright, so let's go back over there. So, man, these guys come out of nowhere, don't they? Guys all over the place. Just look at this guy. He's waiting at the door for me. Did you bring my... You're not DoorDash. What are you doing? I didn't call for jerky. I called for, some good food. Something tasty like pizza. I can eat pizza now. Alright, so 2 bronze plates. That won't be a problem. We just got the bronze ingots.
How much water did you use here?
Just 1 bucket. It just spread out.
Okay, let's fix that then.
Once you get in, you press L. And it'll open up the tutorial page for you, and that's what you use. Where is my bronze? There you are. Where are my bronze plates? Huh. This is 1.12, so yeah, you should be fine. And I need 4 moldings and 2 gears. No problem. Yeah, I haven't seen any of the post 1.12s get as much attention as these guys did. So I got 1 molding there. 3 moldings there. And 2 gears. Let's put that guy together now. The early game is pretty restrictive.
Rocks, sticks.
Sitting area. That's so fun. That'll be forever ensconced in my awesome tales of gaming. Ah! You missed. Yeah. You too shall be honored to receive a lesson. Oh, it's funny.
Boot to the head.
Yep. Alright, so need to take this one off. Come back up for some breath.
Did you want a breathing tunnel down there?
Yeah, I did.
Huh?
I did.
Did you make one?
No. Can you break that axle right there? Since I can't really get to it. Huh. You have an axe? That'll work too. Thank you. Did you get it or did I get it?
I got 2 axles, so...
Okay. Hand them to my... Hand them to my...
Oh. I have no idea what just happened. Did you get them?
Yeah, I got them.
I have to go to sitting area.
There we go. Yeah, because it looks like it needs to come up from the bottom because there's a pinhole down here. And if that's the case, this is going to require one more gearbox. Because this guy's not turning. Or he's not pushing any water out.
And like you said, we could simplify this thing greatly with a well. End of story.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have to do all the extra hoopla. We would just put a well
Mm-hmm.
in the water, and then it would fill up, and we would
Use the liquid hopper
pump.
to pull it out of that.
Exactly.
But I've already done this, so I'm going to do this too.
Why am I missing one of them?
Oh, almost got a shot off there. I need some more molding, so yeah, probably don't need that many. That's all I need right there is these two. Come on, 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 come on. There we go. Oh, 2 years. There we go. 2 bronze plates. Right? Yeah, and an axle, which I've got. Good. And I actually need more axles too. So I need more axles. I need more axles. Definitely need more axles. So take you, throw you in there. Wait for it. Oh, I got those. That'll work. It's like, what are you doing? I think we're good now. Yeah, we're good. Oh. Nope. Bronze gears. No, bronze plates, not gears. Bronze plates. I'm like, wait a minute. Bronze gears are 4. Why did I just pick up 2? Because you're not looking for bronze gears, my friend. You're looking for bronze plates. Spell different, sounds different. It's different. That's my, you're not smart guy. What? I put him up. Yeah. Yeah. Seriously. Bounce over this thing. I always bang into something that blocks me from doing my awesome bouncing.
Just the way it is.
Man. One of these days I'll be able to get the good bounce off. Ugh, not this time. Alright, so break you. Break you.
I would break you.
Huh. Break you too. Put you underneath. Get back up here for some air. Oh, made it. Huh. 3 down. 1 over.
Oh, yeah. You wanted some
up.
breathing tubes.
That's still not going to be enough. I got to make another gearbox because it's not far enough down to get this thing up there. See, but that's weird. There's something else missing with this thing because it doesn't look right. Let me put my readers on so I can read my phone. Yeah, no, you need power from the bottom. Sure enough. Alright, well. Are you hurting yourself under there? Oh, I shouldn't have gone that way. Woo. This gearbox setup is going to be the end of me. Watch me have not enough bronze. Yep, not enough bronze. I gotta break that last block.
What are we contemplating here as far as... I mean, the screw thing is in here.
Yeah,
right?
it needs to be a little higher. Or a little deeper in there. So I got to build yet another gearbox to go down one more block and bring it up. Which means more gears, or more axles. The only thing bad about this system is it requires so much buildup. So much.
Okay, so the water wheel... Can it touch water? Or can it
No.
not touch water?
Nope, it cannot.
It has to be flowing water.
Yep.
Only.
Yep. Has to be flowing water. So get rid of all these.
And if you build that, you're going to want it on the inside. I mean, I guess you could build it on this side and set it up just like that. But this glass we can take out where you would put the...
Already done that.
Glass.
It's not going to build it. It's not going to break that one. Give me those.
But you should have a breathing apparatus down there. So.
Okay, thank you all. Okay, there we go. That'll work. That's fine. Wow, saw that thing together quick.
Do you need daytime?
I don't know. Do you need daytime?
Are you not sure, or?
No, I do not, comma, no. So, nope, I need 2 of those. Give me this. Well.
No.
What kind of graphic settings are you talking about? I don't remember changing anything on my Minecraft in order to get this thing working. Yeah, so you definitely need power underneath. And it needs to be in the water in order to work.
Underneath? What do you mean?
Oof. Yeah, the power axle comes from underneath.
And we know that it needs to be underwater as far as... I mean, I assume it would be. Because it needs to touch water to be able to pull water up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has to be submerged. It definitely does.
But there's nothing that works underwater, right? Or do you just have to come all the way down and around?
Yeah, you gotta just come down and around. So you're spinning. You're spinning. Turn you, you're spinning. And now then. There. 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 Nope. Wrong way. Let's go ahead and do this. Almost there, fellas. Almost there.
So the pump itself could be on the surface? I mean, not on the surface, but just underwater on the surface, and then you just come back around and go from underneath?
Yeah.
rather than being
Yeah, it's
as
doing it
deep as
now.
it is.
It's pumping the water up now. So, this is the setup. This is how we would have to do it in order to get this thing working this way. Um, yeah, water wheel. See, because it's actually moving the water up. And if we do this, it puts the water back.
Well,
Instantly.
can you place the liquid hopper on top of that?
I don't have the liquid hopper.
Okay, I don't know where the liquid hopper
I
went.
think I put it. I think I put it back actually. So
Uh,
let me go get the liquid hopper because I believe you should. Well, if it doesn't have a reservoir to pull it from, I don't think it'll work. So the well would be the way to go, really. Like you said. But I remember reading the liquid hopper would, pull water out. Look at you boys. Huh. It's like they were running for me. Huh. Whee! Look at you go running up there. Gonna need a block with which to put this thing on top of it, though. I guess I could just shunt it on there. Yeah, it's not filling it that way. But it's not gonna work that way at all. I need a block to attach it to. That's not going in that direction. So 1, 2, 3. And now if I turn it, will it fill with water? It will not. So no, it don't do it. Dook, dook, dook.
Watch out, you got some company.
I do?
Well, they're on the back side over here.
Zotting them with your shuriken.
Mm-hmm.
Shuriken. Well, that's how you do it, but, like you said, the well is probably going to be a much cuter way of doing it.
Well,
so
simple.
much easier. A bucket and a rope. Yeah, I would have to build some more gearboxes in order to move it back over that way. Because the power requires it to come from the bottom. I could certainly do it, but we're probably going to, nix that system, leave it for something later on, and just do a well because the well is so much easier.
But we're also not sure exactly how to use the water that's coming up out of this thing. I guess if you do, let me see, this, just come off of here.
Did I use up all of the... I did. I used it all. Boo!
Does it fill that area?
Does what? What?
I wasn't sure if it was going to be like the... What's that thing called? Something gate. It basically, if you attached it to the end of a pipe that was pumping water, it would flood an area. I can't think of what the name of it is.
You talking about the floodgate?
Yeah.
No, it does not do that.
And so, yeah, I don't know how we would use that unless there's another block in this mod pack that does this, or if you attach, well, you can't attach another screw pump to it because it requires all the energy to come from these.
Yeah.
So, um,
Well, the prices of the video cards are supposed to be coming down here pretty soon. I've been reading about that because I was looking into possibly upgrading sometime this year myself. Who are you? Man, these guys are just giving them to me for free tonight. Yeah. I'll take it. Go ahead and get that one built. Oh boy, what was I working on? Yeah, hemp. Came out here for the hemp. And then wind up having to beat up a lot of monsters because it's just that time of night. Man. Guys, there's something else, y'all. There we go.
yeah, I think if we could figure out how to use that water that's coming up, I would recommend doing this, but there's a knowledge gap that to get it done anytime in the near future, we're going to need just the well.
Yeah. Yeah, the 4000 series says that they're supposed to pretty much top out at 1200 and pretty much be around 650 to 700 as a normal entry. So, but hey, it's a 8 gigabyte card that, you know, has ray tracing and all that other good stuff to it. So, and takes a PCIe Express slot, and I've got an extra one. So, why not? If I can somehow manage to afford it later on, why not? I mean, what? Christmas is how many months away? I can save on Father's Day and my birthday and just have it all come in Christmas for a video card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not really sure my wife will be up for that one, though. Really? You want me to pay $1,200 for a video card? I do! It's the only thing I want all year, Mama. No. Oh. Please, 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 please. No. And shut it. Hush it. Oh. That would be pretty funny. Alright, so I had to do all that to make a rope. So I could make the well. I'm carrying around the plate cast for the tinkery, too. Man. So, put this plate cast away. Get myself back out there. Actually, the cart should be done by now, too. Yep, it's just sitting there dead with a whole bunch of cut up carrots. Yeah, 57 carrots. That's really the way to do it. Just let it go, put 5 coal into it, and let it run and walk away. So slowly but surely, we're learning about automation. Yeah! Alright, so here's the well. Put it where you will. See what I did there? Good night, everybody. just playing.
You're supposed to say, "I'll be here all night."
Yeah, but I won't. I gotta sleep.
So I had an idea that I could just.
Yeah, I don't know how to help you about the spazzing out animals. I have had a mod pack where they're doing weird things. Yeah. Um, there was some sort of setting. I can't remember what it was, but on Reddit they're talking about it and they tell you how to fix it. And I don't remember what it was, but I watched the videos on Reddit and yeah, those pigs were doing some weird flailing things. It's like their arms became blaze kind of legs and just went a weird, crazy nut looking thing. I'm gonna take this monstrosity down, okay?
Alrighty.
Because we're not gonna use it, and it is puffugly. If you don't know what puffugly means, it is pathetically ugly. P ugly. Yeah, everything that moves is gonna do it. It's a pretty neat system, but it is not quite as useful as this stuff is. So
There you go.
hmm? 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 Where? Hmm? Where? Where's the well?
Not the well. See my changes?
Oh, you made a cross. Look at you. That's going on social media tomorrow.
Well, I mean, it is made out of another brick, but I don't know. It's not what it was, you know. It was just whenever I made it, it was just a plus. I mean, you know,
That's not a plus. That is an X.
X.
um. Okay, never mind. It is even. I was like, this is not even because that's not staying there. Never mind.
But
Yeah. So if you put the well right in the middle of the cross, it will serve as the well of life, which springs out of Jesus. So there you go.
well, it's also well, technically it could be.
Well, yes.
Well, it's
It's.
unfortunately
Do we need
this
two
whole
wells?
we may. Um, but those would be more like eyeballs. I actually could put them right here, but it just depends on what are we feeding with the water? Oh,
The
that big apparatus.
Yeah, the solar panel.
Okay. And so if we take these out, and then put as a candle stick,
Man,
and set like it.
I'm on the wrong side. Okay,
Here, just get down to the bottom.
seriously? Oh, you're down there. Okay. Here's the other well. It's in the hole. Did you get it? Did you pick it up? Yay! I heard it. Did the cross get thicker?
No, I haven't changed that. Oh. Ah, I forgot I didn't take up that other square, I guess. Oh, no, I did. I was just using the wrong spot.
I like the design. It's nice.
I'm trying to again.
Check this out real quick over here. Oh yeah, this'll be pretty. Nice little area over here for Jallies.
So
Yeah, Jolly's home.
where'd I put? Ah, put it there. No. Okay, I put this one in the wrong spot. Okay, he's in the wrong spot.
Yeah, because the solar tower looks like it's a 3 by 3. Yeah, 3 by 3. But very tall. It is very tall.
Okay, so I don't know where we have to feed the water into, as far as the tower goes, or where it's going to come out of.
Water can be input in the solar tower via the 2 hatches on the left and the right that are marked with blue dots.
How wide is said?
It's a 3 by 3. At the top, it's a 5 by 5, but down here, it's a 3 by 3.
Can it go underneath?
You could possibly put it in the floor, yeah. I don't see why you couldn't put it in the floor. As long as it's all together, it should work out just fine.
Well, like the uh, liquid hopper.
Yeah.
If you place one here, and then you just place that block that it's going to be feeding into um, on top of that, it's gonna. Yeah, you're gonna have to flip that around.
Yep, just pull it out.
Can you get that thing to point up?
Yeah, if I had something on top of it. I would have to break some of these blocks to get an angle to view it, though. Oh, hello. But yeah, you could.
Deactivated my flight.
I wonder if fought back, how hard he would be this time.
Well, for me over here going, probably not hard.
Yeah. Well, me being able to hit him, like a Mack truck, thrown by the Hulk, should, probably be pretty easy. And I don't see him hitting me that hard like he was back then. I could probably just sit there and go, you trying to hit me? Stab. Done.
The all the extra blocks, I don't know. I mean, we can move the water wells really anywhere.
Okay, well, let me show you what it looks like.
Most likely, it's going to take take it directly from the side.
Do you see this already?
No.
Okay. Now, do you see it?
No.
You still don't see it?
No.
Okay.
I think I have to be holding that thing to be able to see it. But
well, here.
Those. Well, I guess that's mechanism I'm thinking of. But no, I think these have. Okay. Are those pipes on the? Because I'm seeing 4 what look like pipes.
Yeah. Yeah, the pipes that are sticking out on the edges, those are the intake pipes. The other pipe is the output pipe. And then
So
on the opposite end of the output pipe is going to be an item pipe where the salt comes out of. No, never mind. Steam. This thing's supposed to do steam or something like that.
Yeah. So
let me read it for you. Produces steam from water and distilled water. 1 bucket of distilled water. La 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 la. Water can be input into the solar tower via the 2 hatches on the left and right and are marked with blue dots. The hatch with the orange dot at the back serves as a fluid output. The then you have to have a solar refractor on top of it, reflects the light of into the center of the solar tower. Structures built as shown can be formed by doing this. To work, there must not be a block between it and the solar tower at the top of the reflector. Only the center of the reflector's figure must fit with the center of the solar tower. Obviously, it only works during the day. And it looks like you can only have one. I'm not really sure. Let's see what this thing looks like. Yeah, you're probably only going to have one of them on top. So just one silver block, and that's it. But you would need the distiller over here. So give me that guy back. And I'll go look at the distiller.
And we could probably use the other well for the distillers, since you're going to need to pump water into that to be distilled.
All right, so this is what the distiller looks like. And I built one of those for you, so it's around there somewhere. Ooh. Don't go away. Don't go away. Boo. I'm going to find one of these shooting stars one of these days. That's still bouncing?
There's no bouncing in baseball.
There's no bouncing in baseball. I love how he screamed that too. It's so fun. Yeah, let's do this. Let's get this out of my inventory.
Okay.
What was I? Oh yeah. I'm gonna come over here and see if the other one is in here, which I'm hoping it is. Yeah, there it is. Okay, good. So now we can both look at it at the same time.
Oh, this is what the projector is what you're talking about.
The what?
The projector is what you're talking about making, that you had made me.
Yeah. I got you one and I got me one, so.
There we go.
It's like this one's already set up over there. It's like, I am done. I'm ready to be built. I got nothing but red blocks. Alrighty then. Let's
Okay, so
put this here, put this here, put that down there.
we could probably place the tower here and the distiller here, or vice versa. Doesn't really matter. So we don't have to impede on the cross. The wells can be shifted around to wherever they need to be to fit. And then see where we're at, because
so this one's got, one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
So we only need one well, really.
Well, we're going to be putting water into both, right? I guess we're going to be putting water into...
Well, the distiller makes the distilled water, which will go in through a pipe into the solar panel thingy. It just automatically force it in there. That's what we're planning on doing, right?
Well, we can make the tower first.
Yeah.
And then plan on the distiller later. Okay. Or depending on, because we got 40 minutes or 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So let's try to get the tower built and then using one of the wells. And then we can swap over to distilled water whenever we have the distiller built. Because we're going to use a ton of materials to put the tower together.
Zapped me right into that wire. Oof. Ow. All right, so I need to do 5 heavy engineering blocks, which means I'm going to get 6 out of them. So, and that's going to do steel and steel and steel and more steel, which we got plenty of them over here. We got 43 blocks, and it's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. We got plenty of those guys too. So good, good, good. Unpacker. Nope. Yeah, okay, so we could probably do that. 5 steel plates and that thing. So yeah, I'm gonna build an unpacker because that'll just make it so much easier than this. Of course. Than I'm doing all this. So if we need ingots, we got that to go with. So these should be plates here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be over here. Yeah, unpacker, please. You. Go ahead and pull you down here. Pull those guys out. Put him in here. I want it unpacking, please. Thank you. Put you back in there. Mwahahahaha. And now then, 1, 2, 3, 4. So neat. So we're making the blocks of steel. I stick them in a metal press and turn them into 9 ingots through an unpacker. And if I want to pack them back together, I just use the packer, the 3x3 packer. Pretty cool. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okie dokie, okay. Oh yeah, we need plates now. Heavy engineer block. So 8, please. No, 8. So times 3 is 24, please. There we go. And those guys are here. So 2 iron plates, 6 iron plates. And some redstones, which I don't have. So let's unpack some of those guys. Get some extra redstone going on over here. So I'm not sure we're going to make all this before midnight, but we sure going to try, right?
Sure.
Come on, 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 come on. I got stuff to do. So now I need some more doors in my face. Ow. So 9 times, or 3 times 6 is 18. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There we go. There we go. No, don't do those. I need those. Not too bright. Now I need to go some cobblestone. That's the only thing bad about the non-lawn builds is everything's so far apart from one another. With the lawn build, I've got everything right on the grass.
Yeah, I guess, but
Sure makes it ugly.
it can. Yeah.
You know, one of these days we'll get that assembler built and we can just tell it to build everything. I'm hoping that's what that does. Only
There you
built
go.
3. Oh, come on, dude.
I've changed the design some. You'll
Yeah.
have to tell me if it's appropriate or not.
How do I know it's appropriate?
You'd have to see it to tell me,
Okay.
because I can't tell you. I wouldn't know. What the? You leapt out of the water to come get me? You dumb piranha. Damn, you got back in the water. I mean, they did get a couple bites in. I can't really fault them for that.
Talking about this over here, or
Yeah,
yeah, cross looks fine. Looks good. Yeah.
I
Okay.
added some radiance. Said the glass is basically the glow around the cross, and then there's the radiance coming off
The halo.
into the.
Ow. I got stopped by the spider guard.
But I figured you're gonna build a bridge or something over here. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. You are probably right.
Yeah, you should fly over it with your stuff.
Yep. I'll look into doing. Why do you keep falling out of the thingy there? Okay, dokes. Let's put you away now.
Ooh, I just had another idea. See how that works. Need.
Good.
Need
All right.
torches.
So.
How many torches you got?
A lot.
I only have one. So.
You want to come into the smithy and get it from me?
Smithery. Yeah. I was going to try to give you my mantle, but you already have a mantle. You just can't
Turn
fly
around
past it.
and walk out the door. There you go.
Oh man, I need actual torches.
So
But I
throw
guess-
them onto the ground, start
Well-
planting them, and then take your torture off and do it that way.
Well, it'll go right back into the torture if I pick them up. So
Yeah, I know, that's why I said take it off and put it
give that
aside.
back to you. You should have your torture. Make sure you have your torture.
Where'd you put it?
Oh, you?
Huh?
I threw it at you. You should have backed into it.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, it's got to be in the water somewhere. Go find some water and you'll find gravel. I pretty much guarantee you'll find gravel if you find water. Yeah, electrum ingots. Ingots.
I'm not thirsty. There. So possibly.
I'm gonna pour some of this stuff out real quick. Electrum, good. It's funny that it requires all this extra stuff. Look at that, I already had 3 of them in there. Boo. Alright, so just missing those guys now. Which I've got the steel plates out here. Get the copper ingots in here. So 24 divided by 4 is 6, so I need 6 copper ingots. Get in there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll 1. Okay.
Now I'm looking forward to night. I gotta see what this looks like.
Okay, so fluid pipe, we should be able to do that fairly easily. See if we got any more of that fluid pipe over here. I've got 3 electrum and I don't even need them.
What, you accidentally made them, or?
I've got extra stuff for it. I'll put these guys away since I don't need them either. You'll forget they're there. I know. I know. I know. Let's see here. Sheet metal, but no of that stuff. Okay.
I keep forgetting that we can just pick up the wood barrel instead of hacking at it.
Hack at it. Alright, so we got fluid pipe, those things, steel scaffolding, steel fence, steel sheet metal. So steel sheet metal is plates. 4 each for, so it's 1 for 1. So we're going to need 16 of those guys. These are not that. These are the plates. Yeah. So we got 4 of those. So let's put 2 of them in here. And we'll get that many more out of it. And sheet metal's that, and now that one's done. Steel fence and steel scaffolding. Steel scaffold. Plates and rods give you 6. I need 14, so that's gonna be 18, so 3 sets of each. So 3 times 3 is 9. It's gonna be 5 ingots. And a rod.
Did I push? Yeah, I did.
Because 14 don't do nothing. I can't even get it out right with that. I need 16 to divide by 4. Right? Right? Yeah, right. Get the unpacker in there. Wait for it. Done. Alright, so let's build the scaffolds. There's those. And now then the sheet metal.
Okay.
Those built now. And steel fence. And some more rods. They get 3 for every 2 rods. Oh, 20, so that'd be 20. Yeah, it'd be 20. No, 3. It'd be 7. 14 rods. Okay, so 7 steel ingots.
I need more torches. That nether coal stuff that makes torches. We've got materials for that, right?
Yeah, might be in the cauldron. There might already be some in there by the cafeteria.
Potash and whatever's in there.
No, not the one over there. The one by the cafeteria.
Oh, over there?
Yeah, not the stoked cauldron. That will blow you up. We don't want that.
Nope. None at the moment, anyway.
Okay, so pot ash and hellfire dust. There's some hellfire dust over there by the stoked stuff. And put the potash in first into the cauldron at the cafeteria.
It's upgraded to actual coal. But I guess not. I don't know. Okay, so the potash is in here.
It's over at the other by the stoked cauldron. Yeah.
Yeah. And is there a certain amount? Or is it a 1-for-1?
One potash for 4 hellfire dust, I think. So it's not exactly even. Not even
Which
close
is
to
fine.
exactly.
It's basically 1 hellfire is a torch. Effectively.
Yeah. Okay, so I got those done. And now the redstone engineering. And we're done. 4 of those, 4 of those, and 1 of those.
Okay, that recipe makes nether sludge.
Yeah, and nether sludge is turned into the coal.
I'm not seeing a recipe for it.
No, that's not it. Sorry, I had it wrong. Nether coal is charcoal dust and hellfire dust, and we got charcoal dust over here. Or I thought we did. It's coke dust. We got charcoal dust somewhere.
You've got some over here.
Yeah, it's 1-for-1 that way.
And you have to throw it in the cauldron as well?
Yeah, no hellfire dust in a stoked cauldron. Destroys, blows up.
Huh?
Yeah, read the signs.
In the stoked, you mean?
Yeah, don't put hellfire in the stoked.
Okay.
Do not. That's why those signs are there.
Because that's why it exploded before?
Yeah. Now I don't remember what I was doing. Oh yeah,
We only
redstone.
put 16 of them in there.
Right. Okay, so redstone alloy plates. Good. And a vacuum tube. Good. Alright, we got everything we need to build this guy. Solar tower.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm still trying to finish my project over there.
Yeah.
There we go.
So put the coal dust in first, and then put the hellfire in after. Because if you don't, it's going to make the hellfire ingots, and you'll go. Grrr!
Yeah, and it's not a 1-for-1 on that, so it's a 1-for-2 or something like that.
Says coal dust, hellfire dust, 1 nether coal, 1 and 1. That's what it shows. I'm gonna get the building.
I'm gonna start starving to death. I might actually die if I don't get out of here already. Oop. Yeah, I put the wrong one in. Grab those.
Going a little long tonight. Ugh. So this guy's a 3x3, so show me where you want the center of the 3x3 to be.
Hold on. Still working here. There we go. Well, I guess I need a little bit more. You see it?
Because you got the lights underneath it.
Uh-huh. So now that the halo actually glows. It's funny, you can't see it really clearly in the dark.
Yeah.
But you turn your eyes on and you can see the glow better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the halo glows now. And I picked up the the wells.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter where we put it now.
So we'll just pick a place. I think it should be closer to the land to save us on some wiring. Because the solar tower is going to make the power.
Yeah,
and the
because I really don't
distiller's
want
not.
to. This has become art now. It's not really a platform. We'll just put it right here.
Okay.
And technically the solar tower could be right here. We just need enough to touch the water because this is still considered river. But
Yeah. So as close to it as possible.
sure. Let me.
Okay. So drop a block on there, and then I'll put it down after I get it centered. Or you can just build the 3x3, and I'll plop it on top of that. Right there.
Sure. I mean, I can change the platform out
Yeah.
later.
Alright, so fluid pipes first. There.
You can build a bridge around it. It'll change your bridge layout.
Next are some steel fences. And a redstone engineering block. And a light engineering or heavy engineering block, because yeah.
Depending on how you lay this out, can you rotate it?
I would already had to have rotated it. But I've got the pipes coming in on the sides where the water is. So, that made sense that way.
Okay. So, let's see. Let's see if the well goes. There.
Put this all together now. Actually pretty cool to put something together this tall. That would be the sheet metal, I believe, which I've got right here. Yeah, okay, good.
I need to get something to eat. Woof.
I'm kind of hungry in real life.
Yeah. Almost killed myself just swimming around underwater. I didn't mean for that to become an art project, but it sort of did.
Scaffolds again. Okay, so this one's done. And now we got to build the refractor thing on top of it, which is probably going to have to wait till tomorrow. Because
So is it just
ouch.
2 different builds?
Yeah. There we go. That one is for that one.
Ooh. Interesting.
And then next there. Unless this one's just real easy to put together. Got the scaffolding, block of silver, and 2 light engineering blocks. Yeah, so we can do that. 2 light engineering blocks, not a big deal.
Okay, so let me do this then.
Yeah, so one side's going to be for the water, and the other side's going to be for something else.
And it doesn't look like it matters one way or the other, as far as I can tell.
It says the orange dot one is the output, and the blue dot is the input.
Okay, so salt comes out on the orange.
No, the distiller does the salt. The solar tower does not.
Okay, what does the solar tower put out then?
Steam.
So what are we attaching?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not at that point right now. So those guys, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
The wells will be connected to the distiller, not to the tower, unless we're doing it with basic water.
Yeah,
before,
I was planning on doing basic water. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not getting to that point, but I thought of if we set up the well, we could pump. Well, the well has to be.
Of course, it's raining again. But of course.
Well, I guess the well can just go. Right there, and you can attach a pipe as long as the.
Yeah, I got 4 of them, so we already had a block of silver. And treated wooden fences. I need 6 of them, right? Yeah. And we do not have any treated wood fence. And we got. Oop. Make some then. There we go. Alright, we got everything we need for this one now, too. Put my suit back on. Okay, yeah, I can do that good. Get myself on out there. Put this thing up on top. Okay, so fly myself. But apparently it needs to be hooked up. You! Alright, so right into the middle.
Not on the left side?
There. Not on the left side, not on the right side, but right in the middle. Alright, so 2 steel scaffolds. Go. I was like, are you gonna let me in there or what? Alright, so yeah. It's hard to see this one. There we go. Block of silver. 2 more cheated fences. And now since this right here. And some scaffolds.
I
And we
mean,
are done.
as far as looking pretty dang cool, he has spent a lot of time building these
There we go.
models.
And now it needs some water
Okay,
pumped
so
into it.
if you come over here
Hey!
and you place the water thing to pull from that, and then it connect it with a pipe, I would guess that it would be able to.
Okay, pipe first. And
Oh,
then
I
this
see.
guy. Up into it. Looks like it is. And then if I can get the right tool out, I can flip it around. There we are.
There you go.
And we are actually getting water. Yay. So he's going to build a lot of water. That's a pretty hefty system right there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But only works during the day, so let me go sleep, Bo.
Well, it is
Get rid of
daytime,
the-
so we ain't going to get rid of that yet.
Oh. I was like, it feels like night.
It is sunset, so it's almost time.
Well, it's letting me sleep. So
Oh, good. Where's that book? There it is. Looks like it's needing something else.
well, there's something. If you look at this block, top, I don't know. Up at the very top, it looks like it would be. I guess it could be heating up. I don't know. Well, there is a. What's this red dot?
That's to turn it off and on. But what I don't know is what are these 4 things around here and what are these little 4 things around the other side. Looks like we can put inventory on that. I guess that would be where you can actually put, water. And then you pull the steam out of the other side, so.
Well, it doesn't look like it's doing anything.
Yeah, I can put a bucket of water on the other side. But what are these blocks on the left here? I don't know.
Yeah, it's.
That's going to require a little bit of a attention later on.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I was thinking, like, this is now like an opening.
Yeah.
See what I mean? The doors are thrown wide, and
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. It became an art project.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It doesn't identify what those are, but I'm not
Mhm.
looking at the book either. So.
And the book doesn't tell me. Doesn't say anything about that. It just says water in, steam gets turned on, and it goes. But we'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
So, second job gaming, Sebastian Nine, thanking everyone who has watched for blessing us. And God bless you.